This course is brought to you by AppyPie as part of our Academy series.
Hi there, so let's talk about how to protect your intellectual property, and I'll tell you about 6 different ways you can do that. First of all, disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer. This video is not legal advice. This is just sort of an overview of your options. For real legal advice, you gotta contact an attorney. Okay, now let's get to the options you have. So, for different kinds of businesses and products, there are different options that make more or less sense. So whatever your business or product is, try to see what fits right for you. So here we go. Copyrights, there to protect things you write. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's an essay, a blog post, maybe even a description of a product, things like that. Patents protect your inventions. So these are real inventions or parts of inventions, but it's typically made to protect some either part of the process or the entire process of how to manufacture something or things like that. Trademarks protect things like logos, designs, slogans, taglines, company names, product names, things like that. Okay, those are the 3 sort of legal tools. Now I'm going to talk about what happens if you're worried about your idea being stolen, right? Let's say you tell people about this new concept for this new product, it's really cool, but you're worried about telling people. What are your options to protect it? Well, number 1 is always to work with people whom you can trust. I know this is a gray area. Sometimes you think you can trust someone, but you can't. But generally, people do have reputations. People, you kind of maybe should have a sense of who's a little bit more trustworthy and who isn't. And if somebody seems that they aren't, maybe it's a good idea not to be so open with them. Now, there are a couple of legal agreements you can have. A non-disclosure agreement is basically something you can make people sign, and it will sort of legally bind them to not tell anyone or not use any of the secrets you might tell them in your conversation. And then you can sort of, if they do, you can take them to court. So that's basically to protect your business idea from being stolen, kind of thing like that. A non-compete agreement is, let's say you hire someone and then that person leaves. Well, if they signed a non-compete agreement, then they're basically, for a certain amount of time, typically maybe 6 months or a year, they can't either work for a competitor or start a competitive business. And this will help you sort of like protect your existing client lists, protect your current company secrets from people who have already worked with you and who know a lot about the way you run your business. So those are the 6 ways to protect your intellectual property. For different situations, different ways apply. And it's up to you to see which makes sense for you, but these are the options.